Who was Asheerah, and should we be careful? Asheerah was a fertility goddess, represented by a wooden statue in the land of Canaan. She was widely worshipped by the people who spoke the Semitic languages. The Semitic languages were initially spoken by the people of Western Asia and Africa, and later, by Arabs, Akkadians, Canaanites, Hebrews, and others. When Joshua died, Asheerah became popular amongst the Israelites due to them mixing with Canaanites. God chose the Israelites as his people and gave them the land of Canaan, as a place for them to dwell and prosper. One of the commandments of God was for only him alone to be worshipped, and they were bound never to worship any other god besides him. Even though the Israelites knew this and had the free will of choice, they chose to worship Baal and Asherah alongside God. Baal was represented as a sun god whilst Asherah was represented as a moon goddess. The Asherah cult was known for sensuality, involving ritual prostitution which would involve divination and fortune-telling, just as was found in most African religions. Baal was a harvest god. These worships led them to becoming vain and empty-headed, which is a consequence for people who emulate the world by discarding the might God.
King Solomon at his time also deviated from worshipping God that blessed him with wisdom, just as Jezebel brought hundreds of prophets for Baal and Asherah with her into the Israelite court. Both Solomon and Jezebel fell due to these unscrupulous acts. One reason Israel fell to the Assyrians was due to God's anger over the worship of Asherah and Baal. This is also similar to why Africa was conquered by the Europeans, as a lot of them worshipped Satan, for example Esau, Maolisa, and others. Most of these gods were nothing more than demons masquerading as gods, and all idolatry is ultimately devil worship. For the devil has always wanted to be emulated like God. He impersonates God to humans for this purpose. This goes as far as some people classifying Asherah as God's wife, even though it is known that God commanded the destruction of all her shrines.
We at the Syncretic Universe believe that the ones easily deceived by these phony gods are those who are greedy, rebellious, or impatient souls who feel God is too slow for the changes they desire. A lot of women today don't respect God's authority as they undermine the position of their husbands in the family. This is an out of rebellion against God, therefore a lot of these women follow in the path of Asherah and Lilith, which only ends in sorrow and eternal pain.